Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshunamilitan Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha. Yam pravajantam anupeta apeta krityam drapaino viraha katara ajuhava putreti tanmaitaya taravo binedus tam sarvabhutam hridayam munimanatosmi Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatam vyasam tato jayamudirayat Bhaktya vina parada lakshay kiptascha kamari tarangamadye kripa mai tvam sharanam prapanna brinde namaste charanara vindam tave vasmi na jivami tvaya vina iti vigyaya radhe tvam nayanam charanandike Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. So we're going to begin by offering our most humble obeisance unto the lotus feet of our beloved Gurus, unto Sri Guru Pada Padmanithalita Bhavishta Om Vishnu Pad, Asto Tatsat Sri Srimad Abhayacharya Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, and unto Sri Guru Pada Padmanithalita Bhavishta Om Vishnu Pad, Asto Tatsat Sri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, under our exalted Rupa Nuga Varga and all the assembled Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis. Today is Ekadashi. Well, different places observe Ekadashi at different times, but according to the one calendar, go to my calendar, it's today in India. And we have been following it according to the way they follow it in the Holy Dham. It's also the disappearance day of Sri Narahari, Sarakar, right, the associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we're going to talk about Ananda Vrindavana Campu, but we're going to speak just briefly from some notes that I've gotten from the Gaudiya history, ISKCONDesiretree.com. He was born in Srikhanda. Many came from Srikhanda. And that the residents of Srikhanda, are collectively one of the branches of the desire tree of love of God. In other words, the tree of Mahaprabhu. So, let's see, what does it say? Oh, different residents, not collectively. No, I'm sorry. Mukunda came from Srikhanda, Raghunandan, and Narahari, right? And Chiranjeev, Sulochan, all from Srikhanda. And so, apparently because he came from Srikhanda, that means very close, he participated in all of Sri Gaurasundar's pastimes. In Krishna Lila, in Braj, he's known as Marumati, one of the Sakis. And so there's a very beautiful pastime. Nityananda Prabhu went to Srikhanda one time and spoke to Narahari. All right, we know who you are, so where is the honey, Madhu? In other words, the mood of his identity in Krishna Lila was being detected by Nityananda Prabhu, who was Baladev, and he was very sweetly invoking that, right? And I guess the Saki Marumati supplies honey to Sri Sri Radha Govinda and their associates. So what did he do? He went to a nearby pond and filled a pot with water, but it immediately turned into honey of the most nectarian kind. Because it's the Dham. Navadvip, Vrindavan are non-different. These are eternal associates. Everything is a desire like a desire tree. They can transform themselves for the pleasure of the Lord. And so Nityananda Prabhu and his associates drank from this pot and, very satisfied. The nectar of honey, it's like a transcendental intoxicant. Right? Not like a mundane intoxicant that obscures and covers your consciousness and thus relieves the pain of material existence. Transcendental intoxicants excite your prem and expand your consciousness and become very delightful in that way. So, anything else it's saying here? Lochandas Thakur was the dear disciple of Sri Narahari Sarkar. Lochandas wrote many beautiful songs about Nityananda Prabhu, right? So we see him in the songbook all the time. So, also, I guess he was a physician because in the Chaitanya Mangala written by Lochandas, he mentions his guru, Sri Narahari Das Thakur, very influential among the medical caste. Continuously absorbed in Krishna Prem, and in fact his body knows nothing but Krishna. To his followers he speaks about nothing other than love of Krishna. He was previously known in Vrindavan Leela as Madhumati and was a storehouse of sweetness, honey, and very dear to Radharani. So he's in that Svapaksha group, right? And so now he is with Mahaprabhu. And this is also in the Gauraganodesh Deepika of Kavi Kanapur. Srimati Radharani's dear friend, the Vraja-gopi named Madhumati Devi, appeared as Narahari Sarkar and was very dear to Lord Chaitanya. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, mentions him in his Artik song. Narahari is fanning Gaurasundar with a chamara. Right. So he was also a very expert singer as well as a poet and composed many songs about the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda and wrote a Sanskrit work entitled Sri Bhajanamrita. And there are some others also attributed to him. So, his disappearance day is on the Ekadasi Titi of the dark fortnight in the month of Mrgashira, November, December. So that's today. So we always glorify these personalities if we can remember to do so. And this is a cause of great auspiciousness for us because they will, if we glorify their devotional qualities and pray to them, they'll assist us in our own bhakti, right? Like they especially are, these days of appearance and disappearance are very powerful in that way. And if we don't do it, and they appear, and we knowingly don't do that, that's also an offense. Remember, Krishna says, one who is my devotee, he may be my devotee, maybe, but one who is the devotee of my devotee, one who serves my devotee, that person is definitely, he captures my heart. So, Narahari Sarkar, all glories to him, and all glories to Madhumati Devi, the beautiful associate of Srimati Radhika. All right, so now we'll continue hearing the Ananda Vrindavan Campu. The young Vraja Devis have come to the bank of the Jamuna. They have been given the mercy of Jamuna Devi, the mercy of Brinda Devi. They're praying to, they're about to begin their puja for Katyayani. They have taken their bath beforehand. That was a very funny pastime, how cold it was, and they were laughing and contorting and encouraging each other. An extraordinarily beautiful description of coming out of the water, the droplets of water streaming off their bodies, becoming golden by their bodily effulgence and looking like golden tears. And their hair, as they squeeze their hair, the water just streaming down in the same way, just absolutely beautiful. So now they're about to prepare for the puja. And this will be described in detail also. And even though we have the English translation here, the Sanskrit verses that are used to perform this puja that they do, this is, some of it's taken from the Bhagavatam, but more of it is from Kavi Kanapur. And some devotees observe this. They do the Katyayani Vrat, a semblance of the Katyayani Vrat, in order to meditate on the service of these gopis and pray for their mercy. And those verses that are in this Ananda Vrindavana Campu are used. So the gopis set the excellent puja items on the sandy white banks of the Jamuna, which glistened like camphor powder. Ooh. You know how shiny and bright camphor powder is. That's how the Jamuna looked, completely resplendent and shining and glittery, right? Glistening. They chose a clean, quiet place for puja. It was a secluded location, undisturbed by the wind and free from the contamination of Jamuna form and the footprints of birds and animals. Desiring to make a murti of goddess Katyayani out of sand, the highly qualified gopis spoke in sweet voices resembling the soft cooing of cuckoos. One gopi said, "Oh, my friends, we have never observed the Katyayani Vrat. Before initiating this auspicious act, we should remove the evil elements from the atmosphere. Are we going to conduct the worship individually or altogether? Let us decide in such a way that we do not end up with a disaster. With faith and intelligence, we should take a decision." Okay, that's very nice. Now, we can also wonder about that. Should we do all our services individually or collectively? Some services we do individually, but collectively, services, there can be more potency in them. For instance, chanting the holy name, artiks, right? Nagar Sankirtan. Cooking, yeah, sometimes cooking. Sometimes cooking done individually, but even Radharani has assistants. Oh, Rupa Manjari, get the small pot, prepare the fires. I'm going to make 5 times as much laddu as I usually do. Right, so individually or collectively, we should decide in such a way that we do not end up with a disaster. With faith and intelligence, we should take a decision. Intelligence means informed, right? Not just blind faith, but thoughtfully considering all the different angles. That's again how we do bhakti. We perform bhakti with faith, but also with intelligence. Informed by how? By the instructions of sadhu, by guru, and by shastra. So another Saki said, we should do the puja all together in a group. To perform puja separately is not good. Worshipping together will be more beneficial. The experts in puja chanted sweet verses praising Krishna's attributes while offering handfuls of fragrant flowers to a murti of Katyayani molded from sand. Seeing the elegant murti, the gopis felt that Bhagavati Katyayani herself had appeared in that murti. The gopis thought, how fortunate we are to perceive Goddess Bhagavati, even though we have not yet installed the deity. Right? Even without formal installation, their faith and love was so strong they could perceive the deity. Right? They're going through the ritual, but actually their love and faith alone was sufficient. Feeling that they had satisfied Devi Katyayani, the gopis felt elated. This strengthened their determination to execute the vow. To properly please Katyayani, the gopis did Manasi Puja of the Murti before commencing the worship. While concealing the confidential desires within their hearts and controlling their minds, the gopis silently fetched water from the Jamuna. the gopis kept Krishna locked inside their hearts like a precious treasure. After washing their hands and doing achaman, they sat down on kusha asanas. Fixing their minds in the mode of goodness, the gopis silently worshipped Katyayani. To invoke Katyayani's presence in the murti, the expert pujaris respectfully uttered the mantra. So they had those who were performing the duties of a pujari, but also the individual gopis were also performing worship within their hearts, meditating on Katyayani with great love for the highest objective, right? We want Krishna as our beloved, we want Krishna as our husband, and they had complete faith in Katyayani. And so they uttered this mantra, Iha gacha gacha jevi sanidhanam ihachara Krishnasya sanidhanam naha prapasya namo namaha. Come, Devi, please enter this murti. Please help us come close to Krishna. We pay obeisance to you again and again. So another thing about worshiping the murti, Goddess Katyayani, great devotee of Krishna, had they been worshiping her for simply some material benefit, would that have been as pleasing to the goddess? But because they were worshiping to achieve Krishna, to come close to Krishna, then the goddess becomes especially pleased. Just like when we go before the deity, if we're praying to enter into the service purely of their dear associates in the form of our gurus, then the deity becomes very pleased. But if we're simply standing there, oh, please give me this, please give me that, all right, something, Sakam Karma Yoga. There's a story in India, in Tirupati, very famous temple there, very famous deity, Balaji. And the deity's been there from very ancient times, and he's standing with eyes closed. And the speciality of that temple is that people come from everywhere to worship that deity and ask for things, material things, mostly, almost always. And they bring all kinds of wealth. Ladies who go there shave their heads and donate their hair. Poor women who don't have anything, they donate their hair, long black hair of young women, very valuable. It's sold to make wigs. They collect that hair, the pujaris, and they sell it for a very high price. To get hair that's like 3 feet long for wigs, very, very rare. So they sell their hair. Business people bring money. People give their jewelry, their bangles, their rings, everything, but they're praying for material benefit. It's like many people do that around Govardhan as well. And so the deity's eyes are actually closed. And there's a story of the deity speaking. I can't remember speaking to who, maybe Narada, I can't remember who he's telling why he has his eyes closed. I can't bear to see these people. They're just coming to me for material benefit. Oh, Tagraji, here, take this suitcase of money and give me this, give me that. Right? And so the deity's eyes are closed. So anyway, but they're asking to come close to Krishna. So after invoking Katyayani Devi in this way, the young gopis carefully placed an asan before her. With great bliss, they humbly requested the glorious Katyayani, welcome Devi. We offer our heartfelt respects to you. Please accept this splendid asan. O Devi, may your visit be auspicious. We secretly request you to be merciful to us and bring Krishna before us. Again, that same request. There's nothing wrong. It's the perfect prayer. While bathing Katyayani's feet in water mixed with the appropriate ingredients, the gopis said, Oh, Jai Jai Shri Shri Radharaman, Jai Srimati Lalita Srimati Vishaka, Shri Rupamajari Shri Rati Manjari, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev, Shri Guru Prabhupada Ki Jai. Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai. All right. So, Now, bathing Katyayani's feet in water mixed with the appropriate ingredients, the gopis said, "O completely pure Durga, please accept this worship of your feet. May our breasts be cooled by this foot water, which reminds us of Krishna's perspiration. Please help us meet our beloved Krishna." There are Sanskrit verses for this, which are chanted. This doesn't give them, but it's giving the English translation. So in every case, they're offering these items to Katyayani, and they want the remnants in relation to their mood of service to Sri Krishna. Following the foot wash, the Vraja-kumaris offered priceless arghya, which is hand wash, made of selected items gathered according to Shastric rules. O Devi, you are worshipable by all the demigods. We offer this arghya in hopes that you will soon award us the association of Krishna, who is our Maha-arghya. Again, Krishna, Krishna. After arghya, the gopis presented achaman, mouthwash. O Devi, we offer this pleasant achaman to you in hopes that we will be able to taste Krishna. Then they offered madhuparka, the drink made of honey, ghee, yogurt. O Devi, we offer you the sweet madhuparka with the desire to taste Krishna's honey sweet lips. Right? Everything reminds them of Krishna. So this is very much like our own deity worship, right? Absorbed in samadhi, so we can think that when we do our deity worship, to remember why are we doing it? We're not just doing some ritualistic thing. We're sincerely offering these items, trying to cultivate love, and praying to be brought into the service of these most intimate associates who are actually performing this worship. We can't do it. Our gurus are doing it, right? And we want to one day be among them in that splendid realm with that consciousness of pure love. So this is the gopis. They're in that pure love, and they're offering all those things in that mood. So we want to, absorbed in samadhi and overcome with prem ras, those young, pure-hearted girls with thin waists offered achaman again and again while saying, we offer you this achaman, right, with the desire to repeatedly drink the nectar from Krishna's lotus mouth. What is that nectar? That is that ardhanamrita, right? That which Krishna tastes becomes even more splendidly tasteful because it's been touched by his lotus lips, right? So, please, let us taste that remnant. They brought aromatic oil in a jeweled container for massaging the body. Even without any wind, it automatically dispersed its rich fragrance through the air. Everything in Vrindavan provides service to Krishna's devotees, right? In their service to Krishna, right? Remember, we go to Dira Samira, right? What's the speciality of that place? The wind, which might blow off the Jamuna very swiftly. At Dira Samira, it becomes very slow because this is an exceptionally sweet pastime place, and the wind wants to weave slowly around, tasting, right, the sweetness of these pastimes, but also carrying the fragrance from the various flowers from their pollen, which are offering their fragrance in service to the divine couple and their beautiful associates. So, this oil now is enriching that atmosphere. It was an attractive, deep red oil, just suitable for massage. The gopis said, O Devi, please accept this oil for massaging your body. Please attach our bodies, which are saturated with prem, to each of Krishna's limbs. To remove the oil, they used a soft-scented powder, which seemed like a spray from a fountain of concentrated bliss. While doing this, the gopis said, we offer this fragrant powder to you. Please remove our sorrow by giving us the association of Krishna. They respectfully offered bathing water scented with the finest camphor and kept in a golden vessel. We offer you this finely scented bath water. Please arrange for us to bathe in the nectar of Krishna's association. The Vraja-kumaris very methodically offered a neatly folded sari woven with golden threads. O Devi, please accept this golden sari. Please arrange that our clothes will be exchanged with Krishna's clothes. Why? Because remember, in the pastime that's going to come, which we've already heard, when Krishna just holds their clothing takes them in his arm and slings it over his shoulder, he's wearing their clothing and tasting the fragrance emanating from that clothing, and in that way embracing them. By smelling the fragrance, by holding their cloth, it's a form of embrace. He was getting that same kind of enjoyment and indicating to them, now I'm holding your clothing, I want to hold you in that same way. And they are also saying, oh, we want to have Krishna's cloth and hold that. Right? So, again, they brought the best quality, flawless jewels and ornaments made by expert goldsmiths. Please decorate yourself, O Devi, with these priceless ornaments, and please adorn us with the nectar of Krishna's limbs. Right? Krishna's limbs, right? What's the description? Krishna putting his arms on the shoulders and around the necks of the beautiful Vraja Devis. This blessing, this merciful connection had never been given to anyone except the gopis. Even the goddess of fortune never experienced such a benediction, such an intimate expression of love. They're praying for that. May Krishna embrace us and ornament us with his own limbs. The young lotus-eyed gopis brought attractive ornaments. Oh, sorry. I got to get new glasses. Ointments made of aguru, camphor, and musk. O Devi, we offer you these opulent ointments. Please arrange that our bodies will become anointed with the touch of Krishna's limbs. Krishna has his own natural fragrance. The gopis have their fragrance. When they embrace, those fragrances are shared, right? Whatever Krishna touches is anointed with that fragrance. Remember, even when they chant Krishna's name, they're so pure, Krishna's dancing on their tongue, a fragrance comes from their mouth. The fragrance of Krishna's body emanates from their mouth when they chant his holy name. Can you imagine that kind of purity? The air attained good fortune by carrying the pleasing celestial aromas of the various scents presented by the gopis. O Devi, we offer you these scents which enliven the nostrils. Please make our limbs fragrant with the aroma from Krishna's body. Remember, these are not inanimate items here. In Vrindavan, everything is conscious. Everything is an expression of prema. These ointments, these oils, these fragrances, everything, these are conscious expressions of the prema between the gopis and Sri Krishna. And these are entities who are taking these forms to engage in this rasa and to assist in this rasa. So, they offered Vrindavan flowers from all 6 seasons, which were very colorful, covered with sweet pollen and surrounded by bees. O Devi, let our lips be worshipped by Krishna's teeth, which conquer the beauty of kunda flowers. They offered incense made from black aguru, kusroot, and the clusters of the finest gulgul, saying, O Devi, we offer you this pleasing incense smoke. Please show us your effulgence and pacify our burning hearts. While offering opulent ghee lamps mixed with camphor, the gopis prayed, please illumine the house of our breasts with the lamp of Krishna's Kaustuba jewel. Whereas Krishna's Kaustuba jewel, it rests on his chest. So that means he's very close to them and in embrace, right? Or in a dancing pose. let us be illuminated by that jewel. Um, so, they offered milk, butter, rock candy, bananas, coconuts, mung dal, sun-dried rice, cakes soaked in sugar water, malpoa, sweet rice, cooked grains, amrita keli, and assorted little tasty cakes covered with powdered rock candy icing. So you go, Madhav. They do it, and you can do it even more now, And now you know how to cultivate. Every time you cook now, little sweet things, you could think of the gopis doing this. And how much pleasure Krishna gains from that. While presenting these delicacies to Katyayani, the girls prayed, "Please eat all these pure and pleasing food offerings, and please give us the remnants from the lotus mouth of the ever-youthful Krishna." Fixing their minds on their goal, the gopis chanted the following mantra with full feeling. Right. And your eagerness to get back into the kitchen to cook these sweet things also, right? Maybe you'll get healed faster meditating like this. Now this beautiful verse, this is from the Bhagavatam, right? Katyayani Mahamaye Mahajogina Dishwari Nanda Gopasutam Devi Patime Kurute Namaha. They do this in Radha-kumaris. Actually, they're doing it on the bank of the Jamuna right now, They found a very secluded, clean place belonging to some devotees, and they go there. And they're doing it. They're not thinking that they're gopis and that they're, doing this like the gopis. But just like when we do deity worship, we're not thinking that we're on that level, but we're performing this to serve those devotees who are on that level. So it's a kind of a meditation, almost like performing a drama play. When we perform drama plays, we are imitating those pastimes with the idea of remembering and serving them and invoking them in the hearts of the witnesses also. So I did it 1 month there, and we did it once in Bangalore for a month. And I was always thinking, yes, we're doing this as a meditation and a worship of the gopis. The gopis are worshiping Katyayani to worship Krishna, and I thought, I'm worshiping the gopis, asking for their benediction, right? Remembering this glorious pastime. Not a hangropasana, not thinking that, we are one of them and we're in their midst. No, a very sacred and beautiful pastime. And by doing it, they're remembering. It's like reading the pastime. It's a drama of the pastime. At least that's how I saw it. Some people criticize, because Gurudev says he said one time, we don't do this. Our Goswamis didn't do it. Our Goswamis did it in Vrindavan in their Manjari forms, but they didn't do it as in the sadhak forms. But I don't believe the devotees at Radha-kumaris are doing this as in a form of sadhana that Gurudev was rejecting. They're doing it in a mood of reciting and remembering the pastime, right, in a special way, giving honor to it during the month. So, just like we read Damodar Astakam, we're not thinking we're Mother Jashoda and all the gopis and gopas and everybody, but we're reciting the pastime and singing the songs in order to remember and serve it. Anyway, that's how I see it, right? I don't think there's a conflict between what Gurudev said and what they're doing. So, others may have a different opinion. So then they say, Goddess Katyayani, Katyayani Mahamaye, Mahayogini Adishwari, Nanda Gopasutam Devi, Patime Kurute Namaha. O Goddess Katyayani, O great potency of the Lord, O possessor of great mystic power and mighty controller of all, please make the son of Nanda Maharaj our husband. We offer our obeisance to you. Then they muttered japa with clear pronunciation. While offering tambul and achman, the gopis said, please relish this tambul made of betel, cloves, camphor, and cardamom, and please color our lips with the juice of Krishna's tambul. Everything reminding them of Krishna, right? Performing arti, they said, "O Maheshwari, we show these lamps to you in hopes that you will please illumine our limbs with the glow of Krishna's limbs." Right? After arti, Maheshwari means the supreme Ishwari, the supreme goddess of all powerful. You have this power. Please bless us. After arti, they gracefully bowed down on the ground and offered eloquent prayers, disclosing their minds' desires. The gopis prayed, "O Mother of Ganesh, neither your husband Mahadev, nor Brahma, nor Brihaspati can offer suitable praise to you. What to speak of others? We are greedy only to taste Krishna. Therefore we glorify you so that you will stop the itching of our tongues. O Maheshwari, please shower your mercy upon us." So here they appear to be praying to Mahamaya, right? But remember, Mahamaya is also an expansion of Yogamaya, and when she prayed in Simantadweep for the mercy of Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu came and she felt very embarrassed, saying, "Oh, I have such a low task, I'm so lowly." He said, "No, you are actually the expansion of Srimati Radhika herself. You are all worshipful." And now, after praying to her in that form, because remember, both Shiva and Parvati are great, great devotees, right? Great devotees. You are called Yogamaya, the potency of Mahavishnu, who possesses all energies. You have the power to do the impossible. You are peace, tolerance, and nourishment, satisfaction, knowledge, and ignorance. Although you bind the living entities, you are the giver of liberation. O Mother of all, by your glance, the creation, maintenance, and destruction of the world takes place. O Devi, you are the pinnacle of all auspiciousness. They're invoking, you are in charge of the spiritual and material creations and the energy in your different formats. We're praying to you for all your mercy, recognizing all your roles and all your power. Your order and glories are sitting like a swan on the heads of the devatas. Because remember, there's no Mahamaya in Goloka Vrindavan or Gokul Vrindavan. This is the transcendental realm, but it's a pastime of the village girls who are thinking themselves like ordinary girls. So according to Vedic tradition, they would worship Mahamaya, right? But they're not worshiping Mahamaya in the limited sense. They're worshiping her in her complete form, right? All of her potencies coming from Yogamaya itself. So, O Devi, you are the pinnacle of all auspiciousness. Your order and glories are sitting like a swan on the heads of all the devatas. You are expert in worshiping Krishna, and you are the supreme Vaishnavi. Right? O Parameshwari, O supreme goddess, you always engage in the welfare of others. We pay our respects unto you. You perfectly understand the minds of all living entities. So please fulfill our desires to achieve Krishna as our husband. Upon finishing their personal prayers for that day, the gopis paid respects and offered the deity of Katyayani to the Jamuna. Throughout the days and nights of the entire month of the Vrat, the young girls maintained their unswerving zeal. Their throats always sung about Krishna's qualities. As the days passed, the gopis offered more items and increased the standard of worship. When we were in Bangalore doing it, we didn't have anything. We were just scrambling everywhere to collect stuff, and every day we'd find something. Oh, here's this little thing. We can offer this little ornament. Oh, this little thing here. Oh, we can make an extra garland. We're always scrambling around for things to do like this, to increase daily. I have pictures somewhere in my files of us doing that. Katyayani Devi was pleased with their pure offerings and regular worship. Thus, the gopis hoped to attain her grace. Indeed, just before the end of the month, they received the mercy of Devi. Everyone suspected that the gopis wanted wealth, like any ordinary human being, but the gopis did not want any wealth from their worship of Yogamaya or the devatas. Right? The all-auspicious Katyayani fulfills desires and bestows mercy and happiness upon those qualified with a pure heart. She reciprocated with the Vraja-kumaris by appearing within their minds, saying, "O auspicious girls, you are the embodiments of Krishna's conjugal attraction. You will attain all good fortune by worshipping Krishna. The devotees of Lakshmi, who fulfills all desires, do not worship other devatas to attain the favor of Lakshmi Devi. Your sincere prayer ornaments your heart and indicates your longing for Krishna. Your prayers also make me glorious. Just by praying to me for that benediction, I am made auspicious." She's saying that. Again, the greatest devotees also have the greatest humility. Very soon you will attain the association of Krishna according to your individual tastes. Now you can stop your austerities. After speaking thus, Katyayani disappeared from their hearts. The words of the goddess greatly increased the gopis' faith. So tomorrow we will start with, on the last day of the Vrat, the gopis felt quivering in their left arms, eyes, and thighs. Right? So, that's auspicious. Right? For men, right side quivering means auspiciousness. For ladies, left side. Right? If you're quivering on the right side, ladies, it means something inauspicious. And reverse for men. So they're quivering like that. And we will hear what happens now. The next stage of this incredible Leela will begin. Okay. So, we'll end this here. Where's this? Where's my recording here? Oh, there it is. Okay. So offering obeisance at the lotus feet of our beloved gurus, to Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev, all the assembled devotees, Gaur Premanande Haribol. Now we're going to do our Guru Puja.